Hello and welcome back to another video. So I had a checklist which is making various plant farms, an enderman farm, and I did have fixing my iron farm. However, I have already fixed the iron farm because I realized that would not be very interesting for a video, so I used the name tags that I had fished up to get all the zombies in, and it's all working correctly now. Also, I fished for a full 1 hour, like 1 hour straight, just to see like what loot I got. So this is what I got with my Unbreaking 3, Mending, Lure 3, Luck of the Sea 3 fishing rod. So I got some enchanted books, including Riptide 2, Mending, Sharpness 3, Quick Charge 2, Looting 2, Efficiency 4, Blast Protection 4, Efficiency 4, and just Efficiency 4. I got the regular raw cod, raw salmon, pufferfish, and a few tropical fish. I got 6 nautilus shells, 3 name tags, a lily pad, a piece of string, a bone, a piece of leather, a tripwire hook, and a stick. I also got some leather boots, and 2 saddles, and 1 water bottle. I actually fished up a surprisingly large amount of fishing rods and bows. So, this one, and I'm actually quite interested to see how Curse of Vanishing works with Keep Inventory. So there's one with Curse of Vanishing and Mending, Unbreaking 3 and Mending, which all the ones with Mending I've repaired. One with Unbreaking 3, Curse of Vanishing, like just Curse of Vanishing, so probably going to test it out on that one. And Unbreaking 3 again. And then for the bows, I got a Power 3 Mending Punch 2 Flame Unbreaking 3 bow, which is a lot. Another one with Infinity and Power 4. One with Power 3, and one with Unbreaking 3. So this was all the loot that I got from playing, from fishing for 1 straight hour. So that was pretty nice to see, like, kind of what the rates are. Yeah, this almost completely filled up my inventory. But yeah, nautilus shells seem actually surprisingly common, because like 6 nautilus shells, and yet only 1 stick, 1 tripwire hook, 1 leather, 1 bone, 1 string, and 1 lily pad, and 1 water bottle. So just like, it's 6 times as common about as a stick, which I found odd. And then the name tags aren't too rare either. So yeah, I just fished for an hour and got all this loot, which was pretty cool. So I think I am probably going to start with the enderman farm. So I will find a good farm to build. I'll find a good tutorial on YouTube, and I will get back to you. Okay, so I have all of the stuff that I'm going to need to make the farm right here. And the 2 chests are just this. So I have all the stuff that I need to make it. So I think I'm just gonna do it. I won't bore you with the details, because I feel like everybody's seen one of them. But I'll just be building a standard enderman farm. But I'll get back to you when it's done. And yeah, see you in the time lapse. Okay, so as you probably just saw, I actually lost the replay file. So I can't make a time lapse for building this, but here it is. It's all built. So they're one hit kill. You just hit them with a sword, and they die. All of the XP goes to you. The ender pearls and enderman heads go in here. Pretty simple farm. I also made a little hole here so I can stand on that block and then just open the chest and just throw out the ender pearls just like this, so that they'll just fall down into the void, because like ender pearls are good, but I don't want to be overflowing with them. I have 13 more enderman heads at home. About half of my levels are from AFKing for a bit. So yeah, I also lost some other stuff when I lost the replay file, because my computer, even though it was on about 34% battery health, it thought that it was on about 1%, and decided to shut down. And I was still recording, so I lost the recording for a lot of stuff I did. It doesn't actually look like much from here. But I'll walk you through it. So I have made and have gathered the materials for some various farms. So we already had the sheep farm. Then I built a simple cow farm. So you just take the wheat that I've stored in that chest and breed them, and the entity cramming will kill them all and make babies. Next up, I made a cocoa bean farm. So it just bone meals them and then destroys them, and you get the cocoa beans back. So next up, I made this big cactus farm, which it's relatively simple. It's just the size, kind of. And yeah, it's pretty fast. So yeah, it took longer than it seems like from just talking about it, which is annoying because I thought that I'd still have recording, but it's fine. There are still some more farms that I can make. So there is a bone meal and a sugarcane farm, two of them, that I'm gonna make now. And you can see over on the side of my screen the materials that I was grabbing for another one of them. So I'm sad that I lost that much of the recording, but the farms are here and they work well. I'm gonna finish gathering the materials for the farm that I have pulled up right there, and then I'll build this farm. See ya. Okay, that's one of the farms built. Credit to J-Wisp for the farm design. Let me just build the other and I'll get back to you. Okay, so there we go. I've built both of them, the sugarcane and the bamboo one. So they seem to be working fine. Boom! Look at that. They're working perfectly. Uh, so yeah, I've already gathered the materials for the next farm. And the next farm is a pumpkin farm. Well, pumpkin and melon. I only have melon seeds right now. I don't have any pumpkins, but when I get them, I will add them to the farm. The reason I've placed the chest here is because the minecart rail system comes over here, which I'm planning to have on this side, as you can see right here. So I'm planning on having that right here. So yeah, I have all the materials here. It requires 40 pistons and 40 observers, which, I mean, it makes sense because of how the farm works, but like, that's still a lot of resources. So yeah, I guess I'll get that built. Okay, so I'm back from building the farm. It's I was gonna say it's gone quite well, but it's just building a farm. My point is that the farm is built, and yeah, the crops haven't grown yet. I actually right now only have melons in there. I do not yet have any pumpkins, but when I get pumpkins, I'll just take one of the glass pieces and use a trapdoor to crawl in there and fill them all in. So it works. The farm works, by just using a hopper minecart that goes around and picks up any of the melons. So when the melons grow, that updates the observers. See, they're right on top of it, which then powers all of the 4 pistons beside it. So if that growth was growing a melon, the melon would be destroyed by the pistons, which would then drop into the hopper minecart. And then Corbell, and then there is a unloader system just right here. So if the minecart has anything in it, it stays there until it's all emptied up. Emptied. Otherwise, it goes right back down again. So yeah, I filled half of it with melon stems. Cora. So I filled Cora. So I filled half of it with melon stems, and once I get pumpkins, I will fill those in. I think now, oh no, is it? It's time to make the villager breeder. This is not gonna be enjoyable. Oh, I should harvest some wheat. But I have, all the stuff that I need right here. I thought I'd get 2 new villagers from over there. I'll have to rebuild that, because it was, on top of trees that I removed to make space for all this. But I guess I will harvest my wheat and then build the farm and then transport the villagers. I'm probably just gonna make lots and lots of rails. That's not gonna be an enjoyable process. Well, I will see you when I am done with that, I guess. Bye. Uh... Okay, so I just finished that. I got one of the villagers from the desert village over yonder, and I stole the other villager from from the iron farm. So once one of these villagers grows up, I'm gonna transport them just using these rails back into the iron farm so that it's working again. So yeah, that wasn't quite as much trouble as I thought it would be. Like, it was still a lot of trouble. But yeah. Also, there's something else that I did. Excuse my janky movement. I made a lot of rails. A lot. I didn't mean to make so many rails. And yet I did. So yeah, got a lot of rails. Yeah, so next is just the final farm, which is a villager crop farm. I'm probably gonna see about giving one of them a job to try to trade for carrots and potatoes, because I only have wheat and beetroot. Those were the only ones in the village. So yeah, it's just gonna go right here, and yeah, I think I will start working on that now, interspersed with getting that villager back. See you when I'm done. Okay, so my recording software stopped randomly and didn't show me finishing the rest of this. But then I went on a big adventure to try to find potatoes and carrots. And as you can see, I did. The carrots, I found, like, it was the last place. Like, I checked all the chests, all the other farms, but that one had the carrots. So I put the remaining villagers in. Yeah, and it's all set up. I also found some other things. Oh, I did not mean to do that. I also found some other things on my travels. So, uh, I went to two villages, a shipwreck, and a whatchamacallit, a buried treasure. Uh, so I also found a cherry biome. So I got a cherry sapling and some of the like pink petals. What I think they might just be called pink petals. Uh, I got a bit of cod. I also stopped by a ruined portal, so I got this Fortune 2 gold hoe. From the blacksmiths, I got some more obsidian. Prismarine crystals, I think I'm just gonna throw out because I can get, if I actually need any quantity of that, I'll do that. I got 2 large ferns because I went to the Taiga village. Yeah, Taiga. I got a potion of water breathing, a diamond, some sweet berries. Yeah. But I got all of the stuff that I needed to finish up all the farms. Yeah, and then it's oh right, I put it in my wood chest. And then I have some pink petals. So yeah, that's kind of all. That's all for this episode. Yeah, that's all for this episode. So just as a quick little recap, I built multiple farms, including a cow farm, cocoa bean farm, sugarcane farm, bamboo farm, a villager breeder, cactus farm, melon and pumpkin farm, and a all crops farm that uses villagers. I also did a bit of adventuring. That's kind of all that happened. I guess I will see you in the next one. Bye!